Danny on the beat, boy.
Hey man, thank y'all for. I know nobody on here yet, but me and Jay Lou, we try to get G Wit. He'll maybe join us in a minute, man. We gotta jump on. We got breaking news. I know everybody knows Jay Lou about this time of day that the Titans have fired Mike Vrabel. Can you
Yeah.
believe it? I mean, we kind of talked about it, kind of glossed over a little bit. A lot of rumors been coming out, Jay Lou, man. But what's your assessment on that, man?
Hey, man, first of all, I'll commend Vrabel on what he's done over the last 6 years. I mean, he did take this team to an even better level than Malarkey had done it after we, come out of the dark ages. But
Mm-hmm.
it's you've got to, and again, I know you're gonna cover the statement and all, but you've got to be willing to progress in this new age of football.
Yeah.
And I just think some of the way, I mean, I've always said the downfall of him will be, not wanting to make changes on his staff. Think about all the staff changes he's made that have been internal per se. So it's just I think Amy, for those who have been saying that Amy is just a figurehead, she's showing now, man, that she's serious about this football stuff. And wanting to really build a championship team here. I mean, think about it. We always talk about the Titans being a mid-market team, a low-market team,
Yeah.
and just from a financial standpoint, we don't want to pay money. She's paying two guys now to sit at home.
I
You're
know
paying
it.
your head coach and you're paying your former GM because you gave them both extensions a couple years ago, and now you got to pay somebody else to go be the head coach. So that comes out of her pocket. So shocking. And if you watched the show Sunday, I told you from 2 weeks ago, this past Sunday, I was leaning more towards, hey, there's some chatter that it might actually go down, and I think it's just shocking to see it pull the trigger. But interested to see. I mean, you've got an off season now with a young quarterback. It's an attractive job, young quarterback, some cap space, etc. So we should see how it go.
In a city that's booming, getting a lot of attention, and like you said, it's got some attractiveness to it, and it's crazy, man, because I think what uh, really makes this go off is that we kind of talked about it. All the rumors coming out. I went back and I looked at the show a little bit. All of the rumors that were coming out about Vrabel and the control thing, and so
Yeah.
you look at the statement that Miss Amy brought out, and here's the things that really jump out to me, J. Lou, as the NFL continues to innovate and evolve. And so, which we hadn't seen a lot of that on this football team. And
Not
me
at
and you, I
all.
know me and you text back and forth a couple times about how this is similar, the offensive mind and the philosophy is similar to what Fisher was doing when he was saying it. Just felt like the same thing. It felt like we was stuck in that mode again, and we've been many coaches since.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
so
It,
innovate and evolve, and then the alignment and collaborative across the
yes,
team, man.
that's the
What do you
one.
think about that part?
So that's the one. I mean, and again, it's a lot of rumors have been out there the last 10 days, and a lot of times where there's smoke, there's fire, is the saying. So there's a lot of leakage going on that, and it's got to be some truth to it, man. And, Rand, I think Vrabel thought that Rand was gonna come in here and be GM in name, in the collaboration, because we did hear that Vrabel got a little bit more say in personnel. So when you talk about that, and again, it's stuff will probably start to come out, but I've seen some things that Dillard was probably a Vrabel pick, and we talked
Mm,
about me and you talked about it. I know on the show during the summer that
hmm.
I thought, and I kept telling everybody on here, I thought we trade the big three. I thought you would see Tannehill. I thought you would see Derrick Henry. I
Right.
thought you see all them moved on. And if I'm being honest, if Rand would have been the GM and not collaborating when he was hired last spring, I think you see them move on for them, because I think Rand saw the vision where, hey, this is a rebuild. Give me a year and a half or two, but let me get some assets. And I think he probably won the collaboration battle when you sent off Bayard, because you got to look at that time of the year. Bayard is probably really the only true asset that you could
Hmm.
get some trade value for. Tannehill
Hmm.
was hurt, and again, Derrick Henry. They're not trading picks like that No matter how much the rumors were out there for a second or third from Baltimore,
Mhm.
they're not giving that up. So you got 2 picks and a player, and I think that was the best you could get for him. But I think Rand saw that, and I think that's the piece where you heard a lot of the chatter the last few days about some tension between them two. Which I mean, it's always tension when you
It's
work.
always teaching, right?
I have that where I work at, so you have the tension. But I think the not having a true structure. I mean, you heard reports of Vrabel wanting somebody to be hired to come in and have the final say. Now, you
Right.
don't. To me, you don't operate as a good NFL team like that. You need to have a GM who, hey, this is what I'm doing. Coach, this is what you're doing. This is what you and your staff doing. Yes, we need to collaborate on the type of players we want to bring in to fit the scheme. But I think Vrabel's downfall was him trying. And let's just look at Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick's downfall to me is trying to have too much power, and the difference is Bill Belichick has 6 rings on his finger, or 7, 1 or 2 that they won from championship standpoint. So it's definitely I think that collaboration piece good to see, because it's already been reported, and I know Rand will speak at 4 p.m. Central. Already been reported that he's in charge of the GM of the coaching hire. That right there alone lets you know that he has more power than he had coming in, because Vrabel was a part of the coaching staff of the hire last year.
Man, comments coming in flying in. But I'm gonna get to some of the comments, man, because we just hopping on here for a second. Want to talk about it. I know y'all wanted to get y'all's thoughts out about what had happened as the Titans fire Mike Vrabel. So something that she said, man, is that she arrived at a conclusion that the team would also benefit from a fresh approach and perspective of a new coaching staff. And again, it goes to what you say, J. Lou, about, and we talked about it extensively on the show, about him hiring his buddies, the same mentality. It's just time to get something new. And this might be the last time we see this same type of mentality that we've seen from the Titans when they first got here in Nashville, and some variations of Fisher's regime. And maybe we'll get an offense now and a scheme now that is more evolved, more modern today. That's what you see in the NFL, a young QB and a lot of weapons. Yeah, and I agree. Eddie Gray is saying it, and a lot of folks, it's the same thing. Malarkey all over again, right? You fire your buddy,
Yes.
you get rid of that. You come in and you say, hey, we're going to take this new approach, or we far away. So you see how they went. And I know there's a lot of people not going to like it. I understand that Vrabel, he's a good coach, game managing coach. He's got to have the players already. We
said that.
What we've seen,
yeah.
His coaching staff is not good at developing talent. Now, I do hope they keep Charles London. I do. I really do. But I think for the most part, you're gonna see a whole new staff when it comes to. Lamonte said he told people when he saw players going to the coaches. You're right, man. Nothing had been said at all. So the right was on the raw. Nathan Moe said that, man, and it's just it's here we are. It's a new day.
New day.
New day. It's
new time.
New time, man. And so somebody was asking, I can't remember, man, the comments coming so fast, who we think for a head coach. J. Lou, I think if they will do their due diligence, and I think they do interview Eric Bieniemy. Somebody said Jim Harbaugh might be a candidate. There are a lot of young guys. The offensive coordinator for the Lions.
Yeah, Ben Johnson.
He's a hot name, hot commodity.
The coordinator for the offensive coordinator for the Texans. And again, there's relationships there with Rand already from the 49ers previous there.
That's right. I even saw somebody. I even saw something about the Dolphins might fire Mike Daniels if they don't win in the playoffs. And so, I mean, they got some people out there, McDaniels, excuse me. So, man, they just want to get on here today, guys, man, and kind of get it. Eric Glenn should be considered. Yeah, that's right. He's a good DC, one of the top DCs in the NFL this year, man. But J. Lou, man, what a way to start off this offseason. And we called it.
We called it Sunday. We said we would be on Sunday if something happened, and I told y'all I changed my stance from December 31st game till this past Sunday. And again, even though they won Sunday, the feeling and all was like, this could be. It actually could go down. And a lot of folks talking about trade him. Why we didn't trade him? You could get something for him. Trading the coach is hard. And on top of that, let's just say you traded him to the Patriots, because that's the rumor out there. The Patriots can drag this thing out, and you miss out on a shot of having one of these young and upcoming folks to interview, and you're stuck with, just getting whoever's left over. So if you're going to make the coaching change, which, from reading her statement, I think the decision was made yesterday. I mean, it was very telling that Vrabel didn't have a team meeting or he didn't do a press conference yesterday. And then Amy said she met with him this morning. So I think if you know he's not coming back and y'all can't align, don't wait around to try to trade. Just get rid of them, cut ties, and let's go from there.
Right. Like I said, I get it, man. There's a lot of people saying that that was not a good move. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
And I like we said here just a few minutes ago, I think it came down to, man, changing your philosophy. And she said it in her statement. Needed to change the philosophy and the collaboration across the organization, which apparently wasn't working.
It wasn't working, yeah.
So, if you're not gonna fall in line with what your boss wants, then
it's
only one way to go, right?
Yeah.
It's only one way to go. A lot of people said she should sell the team, the franchise. She's ruined the franchise, man. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Rand did a good job when he came in here this past season and had success early. And so let's see what he does, bringing in a guy. And Lamonte, I agree, man. The coaching was not good at all. The philosophy was old and antiquated. And here we go. Yeah. Do you think Derrick Henry comes back?
No, I think this definitely was right on the wall for him. His last game was definitely Sunday. Now, I find it hard for him to be back.
Yeah,
because I think you see them bring in somebody who wants to use Spears, similar to the way you see a CMC used out in San Francisco.
Yeah,
from that standpoint,
it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. I'm just sit back and watch it, and see what people gonna say throughout the day, man. This is hot. This is breaking news, man. Breaking news. You just getting on Titans fire, Mike Vrabel. I know everybody knows about it, man. Thank y'all for jumping on with us for just a short time period, getting your comments and your questions in. And Vrabel's out. Let's see who's coming to Tennessee, man. And we'll go from there, J. Lou. Again, if something else happens this week, man, we'll jump back on. We'll talk more about it, man. Thank y'all for joining us. I'm Eddie Arnell. That's J. Lou, man. We out of here.